This is James Cropper, the most colourful paper mill in Britain, and this vlog is proudly sponsored by them. For nearly 200 years they've been making paper here in the Lake District, and I've come along for a special reason. I've been working on something behind the scenes at Creative Boom, and I need coloured paper to make it happen. There was only one place I could think of: James Cropper, home of the iconic Colour Source range, with 50 colours to play with. But I also wanted to know, where does paper really come from? What's the hardest colour to get right? And could I actually make a sheet of paper myself? Let's find out. Exciting, isn't it? Look at all of this. Is this the entire process that you go through to create these beautiful products?
Yeah, so this is an artist did this for us actually over the past few years, and we've kind of demonstrated a small scale paper machine just to talk our customers through when they come to visit us. So it takes you through from the wet end.
Oh, hang on. So this isn't the actual...
No. Yeah, we have paper coming off the end, yeah. Yeah, so it takes you through the start of the process where you add your chemistry, your colours, your fibres, and then it takes you through the drying section where your paper comes out the other end.
I'm really excited about this point. What's it called? A blending chest?
Yeah, so this is kind of where the colour gets added and any additional additives for the paper. So this is kind of where a lot of the top secret work, should we say, happens. So we put our own blends of different dyes and pigments in there to get our, standard coloured products, but also new exciting customer specific ranges as well.
Wow, I love it. Have you got a favourite colour?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you ever so much. This is great.
My name's Mark, and this is Alison.
Hi.
And we work in the colour lab here at James Cropper. I've been here for 32 years, just over, and Alison 14 years. I was very lucky that my predecessor was here for 43 years working in colour. So there's a lot of knowledge that we've gained over the years that's been passed down in terms of colour and colour matching. So this is where we receive samples to match against, from a sample of paper so it's just a plain paper there in terms of a sample of paper, to some abstract things like we've had a brick from the Waldorf Hotel in New York.
Wow.
So basically as part of the rebrand, they were looking to do all of their literature to this colour. Quite hard because it's numerous colours that are around there, yeah. So we actually got the designers, the creatives to come across and work alongside us in the laboratory here. We've had some other things to match, like a lipstick once, and we were struggling to achieve the colour. So again, we got the creatives to come and work alongside us. And basically, they didn't want the colour when the lipstick was wet or when it was dry. It was in between.
Wow.
So I was ruining lipsticks at £50 a piece while we're doing this, but we ultimately achieved the colour. It's really important that we know what the product is going to be used for. I'll give you some examples. So we make the poppy paper. The last thing you want to see is any transfer of that colour onto people's clothing.
Of course, yeah.
In terms of, particularly when it rains. So there's a very technical aspect to that paper as well as achieving the final colour of the poppy and its stem. Some of the other things we'll look for is light fastness. If you've got a product that's going to be in a facing window, the last thing you want to see is that product change colour. So really important.
I hear grey is really tough.
Grey's a tough colour to match. The greys and browns are tough to match in terms of colour consistency. The reason being it's in such a small colour space. So what you'll always see, particularly a light grey, you will see it going from a green to a red or lighter and darker. Some other colours are easier to mask, but greys are one of the notorious ones in terms of, not just in paper, in most industries that are out there.
Have you got a favourite colour?
One of my favourite colours is actually, I like the turquoises or greens.
Cheerful.
Yeah, in terms of where that's
And if you could be a colour and it was, perfectly matched to your personality, what would it be?
I'd love to say red and dangerous, but that's maybe not a thing. Probably turquoise in terms of that.
Lovely. Thank you very much. This is great.
Okay.
Is there anything else you can show me?
Yeah, we've been asked to match it to a Pantone today. So what we'll do is we will bring that colour to life in here and produce a recipe on paper as a dye-through product as opposed to a printed product.
Amazing.
So I'm going to talk you through the journey of how we go there. The first part of the process of making a sheet of paper or coloured sheet of paper is we need fibre to do that. So there's various different types of fibre. So this is a long fibre, and what it does, it gives us strength. So it is the length of the fibres that gives us strength. So it's quite tough to tear if you want to try and tear that. You'll see that, yeah? Okay. That is typically used for strength. I'll give you an example of a book binding,
Right, okay.
or a box. You're going to want strength of the fibre in there in terms of that. Short fibre is a little bit different, and this tears much easier, and you'll be able to see this, it's easier to tear that, yeah?
Yeah.
So these are the different lengths of the fibres. So what we'll do is we'll have a combination of X, Y and Z of fibres to give us the finished product. Short fibre helps with bulk and the thickness and softness and drape of the paper. Long fibre gives the strength. We then have recycled fibres as well. So
Wow.
this has gone through a process and it comes to us in this form. This is typically office type waste. It's been through its use and it's had the ink removed as much as possible. At the beginning of the process is we will start to work this fibre with water, yeah?
Yeah.
So we add water to it in, as part of the pulping process, and you'll see that as you walk down the machines.
Okay. We're
Fibre.
best friends now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're good friends, yeah.
Good friends.
Yeah. We're going to take the stock and we're going to start to mix this, yeah? So we're starting to mix the fibre.
Mixing it up.
Yeah, we're mixing it up a bit.
We're dancing.
We're dancing, yeah. We're doing a bit of dancing, yeah. Okay, and we're going to add the colours. So we're going to start to add the colours to make this shade.
Yeah.
This is where, you know, we will build our knowledge that we've gained over the years to actually achieve that final colour. So that's why we encourage people to come and work alongside us. They might never have seen how paper's made before, so to bring this to life from being white stock, as we call it, into a colour is what we're going to do. So I'm just going to start to mix the colours together. So there we've got a really, really vivid turquoise stroke blue. So that's starting to work on the fibre, yeah. Wow. So we're working on vibrant green.
Doesn't look very green.
No, it's actually looking quite blue and turquoise. So I'm actually going to be adding a different colour now, and we'll start to see the colour changing.
Wow.
So we've gone from being very blue in terms of shade to more of a green type shade. But we're still lacking a little bit. We're more on the green side of the hue of this wonderful green here. It's quite a bright green at this moment. So I'm actually going to use a solution. So this is a much smaller amount of a red dye.
So I thought you were just completely second guessing.
No, this is basically amounts of dye that are in there to start to manipulate the colour to get to a given point.
So it's not like making my homemade granola?
No, it changes, and every dye is different in the different types of fibre as well. So there isn't anything that behaves the same at this
it's always
point.
the way with peanut butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be adding some red here. So just a very small amount into this here. So we've got the combination of dyes that are now mixing, yeah?
It's like being back in school.
It is, yeah. It is in terms of the wire.
Have you got a Bunsen burner?
There is a Bunsen burner that's over there in the corner, yeah. We're going to take coloured stock, and we're actually going to start making a sheet of paper with this. So if we take about 250 ml of the coloured stock.
250.
250 mils, yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
There, that's okay.
Is that okay?
That's okay. We're just going to add a tiny little bit of chemistry that's going to help with the drainage. So this is just a polymer that will help.
Okay.
We're going to take that to 1 litre of water.
Oh.
So we're going to top that up, yeah.
You're making me do the measurements.
Yeah, you're going to do that. This is going to be your
Is it that way?
sheet.
Which way is it? Is it that one?
That one, yeah. Goes that one, yeah.
Oh. To 1,000.
I've done this many times, so I've done it, yeah. I could probably do it in my sleep, really, but we'll take you up to about 1,000 ml. Yeah, so you've got the colour there.
Yeah.
So you're going to mix it together now to make sure that all of the colour is mixed with the water. So it's blending the colour together, yeah. All that stock in. Do it a few times. I guess that's a little bit like making a cocktail, really, but I've got a cocktail of precise colour here. Excellent. Okay, so this is then going to go onto the wire. So
Okay.
is this the first sheet of paper you ever made? You never did it in-
First sheet of paper I've ever made. It's very exciting. Right.
So what we're going to do is you're going to hold this, yeah, and there's the foot pedal below there.
Oh.
Press down on the foot, you'll find it. There you go. That's it.
Oh.
So we can see there that the water's draining, yeah? The
Yeah.
fibre is remaining on the wire and the water is draining. So
I feel like it's a bit wonky.
no, it's good. That's excellent for the first time.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is going to remove this. So basically, and we're going to pick up the wire from either side here. So we'll pick this up from there.
Like this.
That's it. And then just tip it to the side slightly to allow for the drainage. Okay. So what we're doing is we can see that this water's running clear. Yeah. So the combination of the 3 different dyes are all fixed to the fibre. There's a chemical bond that's allowing that fix to the fibre there. So we've created that. There is a limit to how dark you can go before this water then starts to run. That's where you'd start to lose colour.
Wow.
So it depends, but it's roughly about 200 kilograms per tonne of fibre. So you can get some really, really dark, bright shades.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so you're off the wire now. So what we're going to do is you're going to flip this over just gently and onto the blotting paper. So we're looking to remove the moisture. And basically we're going to start to remove the water from that. So if you push down gently on the top.
Does it annoy you when people do it wrong?
No, it's it's going to be perfect, trust me. So if you hold this and lift off from one side, just gently tease it off. Yep.
Ooh.
We've got a pad of paper that's starting to form. That's excellent.
Oh no!
It's okay. It's just fibre that you're losing there.
Oh no!
It's a natural piece of paper. A little bit of fibre that's left there. The beauty of this, though, it's recycled.
Oh.
So you can recycle the whole process.
That makes me feel better.
It can be used again.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop that into the dryer. That'll be fine. So it'll pop out in around 5 minutes. This is the one I produced earlier. So it's gone from the form at 99% water. We're actually down to about 6% moisture there in terms of that.
That's stunning. I think mine will be better than yours.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
I'm very
you take your own. But this, in all seriousness, this is where when you're working with creatives, when you're working with people, and actually, it's going to be they can do this. They can take it back. They can work with whoever they want and show what they've gone through. So that's.
I think we creatives are obsessed with paper, but when you see it actually being made and the thought process and the technical expertise and the years and years of knowledge and the people, it just makes.
I love
think,
it.
wow.
There isn't, and you see when you go out there and you actually see your products being out there on the shelves. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you so much for showing me how it's all
right.
made. This is the light box. Is this where we dance?
I don't dance in the lab, but you can.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I can't do anything serious. It's not me. So where are we up to? We've got this gorgeous paper.
So this is the light box where we view our sheets of paper that have come out of the dryer that you've just seen. So this is one of our first attempts for this Pantone here.
Yes.
And we're aiming for that colour. You can see that we're a bit blue, it's too bright, so we need to change that. So we've moved quite a big jump in shade, and then we've made another jump here, which is a much smaller jump, but just to increase that depth and get a little bit closer to the shade. So that's how we produce a lab match in here, and we get to the point where we're happy with the match that we're producing for the customer. So we'll send samples to the customer, and they'll view that shade. We'll get feedback based on what they think of the colour compared to the sample, whether it's a Pantone, a brick, a piece of paper, a lipstick. And then what they do is if they accept that shade, physical pieces of this will go into the mill when we make it on the paper machine for the first time, and they will then try and produce that shade with the final effects of the paper, which is what we have here. And we have some issues with the Pantone booklet sometimes with the fluorescence that's in the base of a Pantone booklet. If I show you the Pantone against a sheet of blotting paper, which is pulp in its natural colour, this is under a D65 light source, which is our standard daylight source.
5,600?
5,600?
6,500?
6,500.
Oh, 600, 5,000.
You confused me.
I'm not good with numbers.
6,500, yeah.
Okay,
So-
that's good.
So yeah, D65.
I'll just be quiet.
Okay.
Carry on.
So under D65, the pulp looks quite yellow in comparison to the base of the Pantone booklet.
It does.
And if we change over to a UV light source, you see that this fluoresces.
Sorry, carry on.
in comparison to the pulp.
Yeah.
And this is something called an optical brightening agent that's added into bases of paper that are white to make them appear brighter and whiter. In our dyed sheet of paper, we're not adding that fluorescence to the base.
Right.
So the level of fluorescence in a sample will change depending on what amount of UV is in the light source. We want their feedback based on what the colour looks like for their sample, depending on where they view the colour.
That's incredible. This is where the magic continues. We've just been in the colour lab where pigments are perfected, and now those colours are brought to life in these huge vats of pulp and water. It might look like a zombie apocalypse, but this is where the fibres are mixed, dyed and prepared, the starting point for every single sheet of paper. From here, the pulp will travel onto enormous moving screens where the water drains away and those fibres begin locking together, creating the very first layer of paper. Once the fibres start to hold together, the wet sheet is pressed and then carried through these massive drying ovens. Imagine a river of paper passing over giant heated cylinders, and the sheet becomes strong, stable, and ready for anything. From a soppy mat of pulp, it's suddenly recognisable as paper. We're in a pretty special place here. I mean, the way I hear it, this is the last paper mill in Britain that makes coloured paper.
It is indeed, yeah. We are the last one standing. I think obviously over the last 180 years and the heritage that we've had, and the fact that we are a world-class manufacturing paper has held us strong, and we want to continue that for the next 180 years moving forward.
Well, I'm very proud of our country, and like to know that this high-quality paper is made here by James Cropper. It's incredible. Like it is, and it's in the Lake District. It's only up the road.
It is. It's the perfect place.
Yeah.
I think naturally everybody knows paper needs water.
Yeah.
And obviously we're in abundance of water around this area, especially with the UK weather.
Yes, it does rain a little bit in the lakes.
It does indeed. Certainly from an area point of view, but also for delivery into the UK, moving around. You know, we talk about reduction of CO2. We're talking about all these things from an environmental point of view.
Yeah.
We're positioned brilliantly to serve the UK market and European markets.
Well, I know that my audience, all the creatives out there, are really serious about eco-credentials and keeping their carbon footprints small, and they've got clients to keep happy and projects to run. They'll be kind of probably really happy to know that it's made here in this country and it doesn't come from anywhere else.
It is, and I think, you know, as we said before, with the mastery that we have in coloured paper as well, and the 180 years experience, you know, with modern technology, we've driven that on to the next stage, but we can't move away from the fact that we've done this from day one.
Yeah, it's like a family here, isn't it?
We were the inventors of coloured paper,
Yeah.
and we're still the one that's here in the UK delivering good, solid quality paper.
I get the sense that people here really love working here. It's like very much a local business, and
We're a family.
Yeah.
We're very much a family. You know, the business itself has gone through a huge amount of change in a number of years, becoming a PLC business from the Cropper family. But we are still a family business, and that's how we operate. And we treat everybody employee-wise, every customer, exactly that way.
I love it. You've got this heritage, it's very much family, but you're very innovative. I mean, walking through the whole process then and seeing all the incredible machinery, the process, just how efficient it is, how at every juncture there's a commitment to the environment, and then you've got your, facing the future with both hands, that is just wonderful, because heritage and looking at future technology and bringing them together, that's a very rare thing to be able to do.
It's a challenge. It certainly is a challenge, but I think, a lot of this is about the engagement and the type of people that we are here at James Cropper. We're constantly striving, constantly driving, and that's from everybody who makes the paper floor to people in the canteens across the business. It breathes through everybody, and the next stage for us from a journey point of view is to push that innovation quicker.
You can see it.
And that development, and certainly over the coming years, we are going to see some significant improvement in this business. And I think, that's testament to the people that are here, not just their new thought process or a new colour launch. It is down to the people.
Yeah, you can see it. Everybody's very proud of it. I'm very excited to see where you go next. And by the way, I'd like an invite to the Christmas party. Yes.
Okay, I will remember.
So why have I been to James Cropper today? Well, I've been rethinking how I show up for our community, and I had this idea to create posters. Proper printed posters with little messages of encouragement and wisdom. To hold them up, share them on social media, and spread a bit of joy. I'm calling it Boom Truths, and to make it happen, I wanted to learn more about how paper is made, figure out which colours to use for my project, and come away with a better understanding of the creativity behind it all. And when it comes to colourful paper in Britain, there's really only one place to go: James Cropper. Their colour source range has 50 shades, so I know I'll find exactly what I need. More will be revealed soon, so follow along on Creative Boom to see what happens next. And a big thank you to James Cropper for sponsoring this vlog and letting us peek inside your beautiful paper mill.